podcast creation using Camtasia software. To cover this, we are having with us an eminent personality. Let me take the opportunity to introduce with today's speaker, Dr. Kishore Kinge. Sir has completed his BE in electronics from SSGMCE Shegao in 1989 and completed his ME in electronics from VGIT Mumbai in 1997. He has completed his PhD from NMIMS University, Mumbai in 2011. He has 29 years of teaching and 2 years of industry experience. He has worked in colleges like Ahmed Sabu Siddiqui College of Engineering, Baikula, Mumbai, DG Sangvi College of Engineering, Vile Parli, West, Mumbai, MIT College of Engineering, Pune. Currently, he is working at PCCOE as a professor in ENTC department. His area of interest are electromagnetics, microwave engineering, signal processing, image processing. He is always keen on making use of technology in teaching learning process. He has his own YouTube channel where he has posted an outstanding video of electromagnetics. So, sir is going to share his experience, his learning experience of e-learning. So, welcome you, sir, in this session. So, and I request you to start with the session. Over to you, Kinge, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Jagtap madam, for your those kind words. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. So
Okay.
let me start the presenting.
Yeah, I'm going to share one presentation. So in the beginning, some brief presentation for 15-20 minutes so that you will get the idea what I am going to discuss today. Then after that, we'll have the hands-on training on Camtasia. That is video editing, audio editing, how to create e-learning video. So that is the agenda for today. Now I'm going to share my presentation. So welcome to day 5 of this program, educational content development workshop. Now today, my today's agenda is educational video requirements, and I will be demonstrating you how I have created talking head video. So exactly the same video we'll be doing here. Now, I'm not actually the professional in this field, so if anybody has some more knowledge, we are always ready to share it. But how this journey started during the lockdown, suddenly everybody was looking forward to have some different types of meanings, some different ways of teaching. So that is how actually I learned. I collected various material. I learned from YouTube videos. I gone through almost all videos of Pal sir, the day 2 speaker, and then I started learning. I made a survey of what type of hardware, software is required for teachers, because as a teacher, I cannot buy a very high-end equipments. So we have financial limitations also. So within a small budget at home, how I have created my video, and how I created my setup, and how I created those videos. So that is my experience I'm going to share with you. So this journey actually started from month of April. Then as madam has told, I created one YouTube channel. I started posting my videos on that. Then later on, my colleagues, they came to me, and they told, sir, let us share this your experience, and we'll arrange one content development workshop for all the teachers, so that other teachers, they will also take advantage of this. So that is how this started. Then through some contacts, I got to know the Patwardhan madam, Pal sir. I invited them, and that is how this started. From our department, Manish Narkade, he was also very keen in learning all those things. So we formed the team, and we arranged this 6 days training program. So let us begin. So for teachers, actually, okay. in the beginning, we were just having a chalk and talk method in the classroom. And in the beginnings, the cameras or the systems were just taking the videos of the person or the teacher who is teaching in classroom. But it was not capturing presenters correctly, because many times the person, when he stands, a teacher, when he stands in front of the camera, most of the content, it gets hidden, and that is not actually the correct way. But later on, with the development of technology, a lot of different options suddenly were available, and there was a lot of flexibility depending upon our teaching style, the content or the hardware software which is available to us. So depending upon that, a lot of flexibility is available. Different types of platforms, new platforms are available, which were never available earlier. So I made a study of all those things. So as I told, I'm going to share my experience with you. Now, as on day 2 also, Pal sir shared with us what are the different types of educational videos. So we can have different types of simulations type of videos. We can have animations, then interviews of eminent persons from the field in which we are working or we are studying, then lecture recordings, video lecture recordings, screencast. So this screencast is particularly more useful for a software type of demonstrations. You are demonstrating some software capabilities, and in that case, we use a screencast. The audio we record along with the screen. Presentations, PowerPoint presentations, as Manish sir has explained in the earlier sessions, that presentations we can in Microsoft PowerPoint also there is a facility to record, to give audio for that. Okay, but when you record presentations along with audio, there are some limitations. It does not give the live feeling to the students, that because he just sees the PowerPoint presentation and listens to the audio. Then I started searching how I can add some personal touch to those videos. So later on, after going through a lot of material on YouTube, I came to know that there is some video called as the talking head video, where the person who is speaking, he can be shown on the PowerPoint slide itself. Then I started making it. So this is one of the snapshot from my YouTube video. So I'm explaining here Stokes theorem. I'm using some pen. At the same time, I'm marking, I'm writing on the slides also, and I'm also visible here. So this type of presentation gives some personal touch to the PowerPoint presentation. So I liked this concept. Then I gathered material, how to prepare this. Then in the beginning, some of my starting videos, those were not of much quality, because I was not aware exactly what are the things required, how I can improve my quality of video. But later on, as I started learning, and this video, in the last few days, I updated 2 more videos, so the quality is somewhat improved, and that my setup at home, that also I have improved. So that setup also today I'm going to show you. So as a teacher, what type of setup you can prepare at home, because the professional setups are very rarely available to we teachers, and even if those are available, then having time slots and the flexibility, because if the professional setup is available at your institute, then you'll have to book slots. Then when the slot is available, you may not be prepared for taking that lecture. So a lot of these type of constraints will be there. So the best way is to arrange a small studio at your home with a minimum cost. So that is what I have done, and I'm going to share with you this experience. Now, what type of setup you have to we have to arrange, that depends upon what you will be recording and where you will be recording it. So it depends on the room size, what is your seating arrangement, where you are keeping your table, how much space is available to you, and so on. Now, accordingly, actually, as a teacher, when we present these videos, we do not give much attention to the lighting arrangement. But lighting arrangement is very important. Now, right now, when you see me in this video, right now live, you must be seeing that it's properly illuminated my face, my right. So I'm properly illuminated. So this is because I have arranged proper lighting here. Right now, when I'm sitting here, there are two lights in front of me, two lights on left, one light on the left side, one light on the right side, one at the top. So I'm going to demonstrate this arrangement also, what I have prepared. So proper lighting arrangement is very important, particularly if you are creating a talking head video, because you have to remove the background, and if the lighting arrangement is not proper, then it is very difficult to remove the background. So that is what I have also experienced in the beginning of the video. When I shoot those videos, on the sides there were some portions where it was very difficult for me to remove that. Then later on I studied from the internet. Then this even the film industry people, the lighting, it's a specialized field, so a lot of material is available on internet. I went through that, and what is the minimum setup required for a lighting, so that also I'm going to discuss with you. So that is called as actually the 3-point lighting. So 3-point lighting, it is the minimum setup. Then after that it is a 5-point lighting and so on. So that as per budget it can always be done, but minimum requirement is 3-point lighting. So that also I will share with you. So so as I already discussed, it depends on the room size, your sitting arrangement, and accordingly you have to create proper lighting. What are the existing audio video equipments available to you? Then next, it also depends upon where it will be presented, and how many number of presenters will be there, audio options, then the presenter mobility, whether the presenter will be sitting at one place or he will be moving like we move in the classroom in front of the blackboard. Then your comfort with the technology arrangement, because a lot of editing and arrangements are required. Now, when I will show my small video which presents my arrangement here, you will come to know so many things you have to arrange to have a quality video, and you will not get any assistance for arranging all those things. Even after shooting the video, you have to clean that video, you have to edit it. Editing means video editing as well as audio editing, and it takes a lot of effort, so you will not get any assistant for that. So you will have to study these technologies yourself, and that depends. So that depends upon what type of technology you are comfortable. Okay, then what will be your way of presentation, whether you will be presenting slides or you will be sharing computer screens or curated videos. That means the videos created by others, and those will be sharing. So whether you are using whiteboard or blackboards, or document cameras are also available. So whether you will be using those document cameras or any other specialized equipment. So all these things you will have to consider while creating your setup. Now, what equipment you will need? The very basic requirement, you will need one computer, one good configuration computer or laptop, because for video editing, particularly while rendering, it requires a lot of time. Even with I have this laptop where I'm presenting, it is i5 configuration with 8 GB. So the video of even the 15 minutes, many times it take around 20-25 minutes or even half an hour also to render that video. So good configuration is essential for this. Various video recording tools like OBS we already seen in the earlier 2 sessions, and today I will be introducing you to Camtasia. I will discuss with you why my choice is Camtasia. Then audio recording tools. Sometimes the video recording tool, if you are selecting, it includes both audio and video also. Okay, so these are the requirements. Now I'm going to share some comparison or some table, depending upon your usage, what type of cameras you will need. So here, camera types and where to use them. So I have listed here the different types of cameras: webcam, camcorder, DSLR, PTZ cameras, then motion tracking cameras, mobile device. You can shoot videos using mobile device also. But under for what type of application these cameras you will be using. So this table gives this information. If it is a lecture hall, you can use camcorder, DSLR, PTZ, motion tracking camera. Mobile device, it is not suitable for that. If it is classroom, then webcam, camcorder, DSLR, PTZ, like this. If you are sitting in the office, then maybe webcam or mobile device camera may be sufficient. For active learning spaces, that means corridors, or if the library room, like that, or the reading hall. If you are shooting any educational video, in that case, so webcam, PTZ cameras, mobile device. In the field, usually mobile device or the tablet is more suitable. So this table gives you just an idea about for what type of application, what type of cameras are suitable. You might be knowing this. Now here, this is about the microphones. For the same applications like lecture hall, classroom, office, active learning spaces, then in the field applications, what type of cameras, what type of microphones you should select. Desktop mic, boundary mic. Boundary type mic means this is a mic which we can place on the table, and it captures audio from all the directions. So it is just like a paperweight. You are keeping this mic on the table, which captures sound from all the directions. Then lavalier mic. Lavalier mic, this is the collar mic, what we usually use in our colleges. Handheld mic, then podium mic, built-in or native mic. Built-in mic, that is the camera or our computer system or the laptops have inbuilt mic. Those so this table gives that information. Lecture hall, then you can use lavalier, handheld, podium mic, like this. Similarly, classroom, office applications, active learning in the field. So this chart, it will help you while selecting the type of microphone. So these are the general things what I have discussed. Standard classroom equipment may have this type of setup. The computer, that is the lecture capture computer, HDMI splitter, our presenter laptop, then the mic, good quality mic, video camera, projector, and so on. This is the particular standard classroom equipment setup. Large lecture hall setup, this is the these are the typical equipments. You have podium, lavalier mics, your audio mixer here for mixing different types of sources, and then even this audio mixer, it will help you in decreasing noise also. So this part I am going to discuss tomorrow about this. PTZ cameras, projectors, HDMI splitters, present laptop. This is the document camera where you will be keeping the document and you will write with the help of pen. And at the top here, you have this camera which will be recording it. So these are some typical requirements about the different types of equipments you need for capturing lectures. If you want to record some demonstrations directly from your lab equipments like microscopes or some, for example, network analyzers we have in the microwave engineering. So those network analyzer, it can be directly interfaced with the laptop, and you are speaking something. This camera is capturing your video and you are speaking. So that is how you can demonstrate or you can record the lab experiments. So this type of equipment you may use for lab experiments. Okay, now let us what I have discussed till now, those were just the general requirements. Now I'm going to discuss. I'm going to present you what exactly setup I have prepared. Now there are a lot of webcams available in market, but these two are my choice. So this first one, it is the Logitech C270 webcam, and it has a resolution 72030. noise reducing and so on. Okay. And Amazon, it cost around rupees 3,700. So in our college, for our department, we have purchased this type of this same model in many numbers. I wanted some better quality than this. So that's why I searched, I went through a lot of reviews, and finally I selected this Logitech C920. So this model, Logitech HD Pro webcam C920, this I have purchased personally for my own. So right now I'm using this webcam. So for video, and on both sides, if you see here, those dots or the small holes. So actually this camera, it includes some stereo mic. So good quality stereo mic is included in this. So whatever audio you are listening now, it is through this mic of this camera. It's a very good quality. And this cost 17,000 on Amazon, but through some offer, I got it in 13,000, 6-month installments. Okay, so this is my choice, Logitech HD Pro C920. With this camera, the later videos, last few videos, I have recorded this, and the next videos I will be recording this. But if you have more budget, then you can always purchase DSLR cameras. We can give you very good quality. But this C920, this is quite good. So this is about the cameras. Then mics. I surveyed different types of mics. So these 3 mics were my choice. So the first one, this is Blue Yeti USB mic. What you can keep on the desktop. This is a very good quality, but it costs around 12,500 on Amazon. This I have not purchased as a personally, but if you have budget, you can buy this. It is a very good quality mic. And beyond this, if you are able to spend 30,000, 40,000, again, very good mics you will get. This one I have purchased, Boya BM1. This is a very popular on YouTubers. If you see on YouTube, most of the YouTubers, they recommend this type of mic, Boya BY-M1. It is omnidirectional lavalier mic. So this also I have purchased. When I purchased, I got it around for 1,000, but now the price is reduced. It is 800. Now the third mic, this mic Rode. So this was suggested by Pal sir on the second day when he took lecture. So he was having this mic and he recommended this, but this mic cost around 7,000 rupees. So if you have budget, you can purchase this. Otherwise, this Boya mic is very good. This will solve our purpose. But I recommend never use the mic from your laptop, inbuilt mic from your laptop, because it captures a lot of sound from the system, fan noise. So always use an external mic. So right now, as I told earlier, I am using this Logitech C920 camera, which includes very good quality stereo mic. Okay, so this was about the cameras and audio recording tools. Then for writing equations or writing something on slides, you need tablets. So this is the tablet which I have purchased, Wacom One. So this cost around 6,800. Size is 8.5 inch by 5.3 inch. But this size is quite good. You will get size greater than this also, and smaller than this also. But this is a middle size, and this solves our purpose, and it's quite good. I am using this. So in my videos, whatever I have prepared, I have used this Wacom One tablet. By the same company, Wacom, this one more type of tablet is available called as a Bamboo Folio. This cost us around 14,700 on Amazon. This is made by the same company, but there is a little difference. Here actually you write on paper with the help of the pen, and in this pen there is a refill. That refill, if it is exhausted, you have to buy from company only, so you cannot use any refill. So whatever you write on this paper, that gets reflected on the screen. So that is this model, but I do not prefer this because there is a maintenance cost. The refill cost, refill size is very small, and you have to buy the refill from the same company itself. So there is a maintenance involved here. In the first case, this pen here, this does not have any battery. There is no refill. So directly you can write, and it's a zero maintenance and very good quality. And this pen, this also works as a mouse also. So in my videos, if you see, I am using this pen as a mouse also, and simultaneously I am writing on my videos, writing equations or marking something on the slides, underlining like this. So these are about this pen tablet. So these many equipments are sufficient. I mean, it is the minimum requirement for any teacher nowadays, because in the near future, I don't see any possibility that immediately students will be available in the classroom and we can enjoy those the classroom teaching which we used to do earlier. Because the corona thing right now, even we have not reached, we do not know what is the peak of this, what is the where the peak is reached. So even okay, so immediately within few months, 1 or 2 months, I don't see any possibility. So we'll have to learn all these things. You have to adapt to the new technologies, new ways of teaching, and develop your content accordingly, which you can make available to students through various ways. Okay, now next let us come to video editing softwares. So this 5 type of softwares I have listed here. OBS. So OBS, as you know, this is a open source software which was demonstrated in the last 2 sessions by Mr. Manish Narkhede. OpenShot, this is not for recording, this is just for editing. So about OpenShot, I will be discussing tomorrow. And today's session, after the end of this presentation, we will be discussing about Camtasia. So I will show you the live demo, how we can record, how you can edit videos, everything here. Then one more software which is which I find good, it is Filmora. This is now this Camtasia and Filmora, these are not open source or free softwares. You have to pay for that. This Camtasia cost around 20,000 for 2 licenses. You can install on 2 machines. And Filmora, I think it cost around in the range of 3,000 to 4,000. And this Active Presenter, this is by Microsoft. So apart from this, lot of different types of softwares are available, but my choice is OBS and Camtasia. So if you want open source, then go for OBS. And if you want some professional type of setup with all facilities included in one software, and everything means fast development of videos, then Camtasia is my favorite choice. So this is about video editing softwares. Then if you are using this open source software like OBS, so in OBS you do not have video editing capability. So for after recording videos, you can use OpenShot for video editing. But in OpenShot, you can edit only video. You cannot record. You cannot edit audio here. So for editing audio, you have to separate audio file from through this OpenShot, and that you have to give it to this Audacity. So Audacity, it is editing only audio. So in Audacity, you will get this audio file. After separating it from OpenShot, you process your audio file. So after audio file is processed, all the noise, everything, it is removed. Then again pass it to OpenShot and combine audio and video. So it's a lengthy process. And the last one, Handbrake, this is for compression purpose, because nowadays students, you have to see when you are presenting or you are sharing videos with students, you have to see that the size of the video should be small, so that students, they will not consume much data. So for that, you can take use of this Handbrake software. So these two I'll be demonstrating tomorrow. So this is about all the requirements of the setup, the available hardwares, softwares. Now, my choice, as I told earlier, I have prepared the talking head videos. The talking head videos means on the PowerPoint presentation, the person who is presenting, he will be also visible after the background is removed. So to remove the background, you will need a green screen. So like this, in the back of my my back side, you will see there is a green background and which is illuminated properly. So this green screen, it is available. So in the beginning, actually, I tried one greens because I came to know that you're at the back side, you have to arrange one green screen, and that green screen by video editing, it can be removed. So in the beginning, I tried some whatever green cloth was available at home, like this one curtains. Then even the saris I tried putting behind, but those did not work because the textures are different, and it becomes very difficult to remove that through this video editing softwares. So the best way it is to purchase this type of cloth from the professionally, which is prepared. So this is available on Amazon in the range of 500, 600 to 1000. So when I purchased it, I got it around for 900, but now in the range of 500 it is available. So that type of screen you have to arrange behind. So now just arranging screen is not sufficient. Proper lighting arrangement is required. So right now, as I said in the beginning, so minimum requirement is the 3-point lighting. So let us see. So for example, this is the subject here, which is sitting. So this is the screen behind. So there are three lights. So the first, this one light, hair light, this is called as hair light, directly overhead and facing down. So this will capture the minute details on the hair, small things from your image or the face, it will be captured. Then this is the main light. So this main light, it is oriented. This is at a distance of 11 feet from the background, and the angle is 40 degree from center, and from height 60 degree. Then this is called as the fill light. This is the main light, and the because this main light will cover some part of the subject. So to cover the remaining part, we call this as the fill light. And this is this angle is again 40 degree from center, and height is 66 inch. So this is the 3-point lighting most commonly recommended if you search on internet. So whatever lighting arrangement I have arranged, this is may not be exactly similar to this, but mostly which satisfies this requirement, because this is my small room, 10 by 10 bedroom. So only one corner is available to me to prepare my setup. So this, I will show you this arrangement what I have prepared here. Okay. Now these are the backdrops available on Amazon. Left side, along with stand, it is available. This right side, this backdrop, this you can arrange in the behind. On one side it is blue, on another side it is green. So you have choice whether to use a blue screen or the green screen. And sorry, this set, it is available in the range of around 1000 to 1500, 3-piece set. So in this you will get a stand, then the holder here, this holder, on this holder you can install light, and there is one socket here. In this socket you can install this umbrella also. So this is a 3-piece setup which is available on Amazon in the range of 1000 to 1500. But I did not buy this setup. I use some Jugaad technology that I will show you. Only I bought these 2 umbrellas for around 400, so costing 200 rupees each. I tried to save money wherever it was possible. But professional setup, if you spend some amount, you can get this. So this is the minimum setup which is required for the talking head videos. Okay, now this is the photograph where I am sitting now. Okay, so I will show one small video clip which will demonstrate this my complete setup. So I did not buy the stand which was available on Amazon. So instead of that, I just hanged this umbrella using thread here. And instead of, I was having some extra curtain rod at my home. So I used that curtain rod here. This is the cloth I purchased for 900 rupees, around 500 rupees. Now it is available on Amazon. These two umbrellas I arranged on two sides. Then these two small lights are required in the front to cover the front face. Now the position of these lights you have to arrange properly, because many times you find some reflection of your eyes also. Your glass makes some reflections. So for that, I have to change my glasses also. And proper you have to see by trial and error where exactly these lights you can keep, so that that glare is not there visible in your specs. So this will cover your front illumination of your face. Then this is a Boya mic. So this Boya mic directly you cannot, it does not have USB interface. So for that you have to purchase one sound card here, USB sound card. So using this USB sound card, this Boya mic you can use. So currently I have not connected this, but sometimes I use it. This is the camera, Logitech C920, 17,000. So there is a stereo mic here, and right now I am using this camera. The audio quality is very good. If you listen, if you are able to listen, this video, this clip, I have prepared this at around 11:30 in the night, and my flat, it is a dead end, and immediately behind my flat there is a small jungle, and a lot of insects are there, and particularly in rainy season. So if you are able to listen, a lot of insect noise is there. And on the same day, when I shoot this clip, I prepared the two videos, and those videos were in the presence of this background noise. And you will see that those videos, you will not see any effect of this noise. It was totally remote. So this clip I shot immediately after shooting those two videos around 11:30. So this is my setup for creating the videos. So as a teacher, you can have this, you can arrange this small setup at home to create your own videos, depending upon your teaching style. Okay, now this is the video. I have one sample video. I will just show what I have prepared, and this I will demonstrate using Camtasia how to create this type of video. So it is a vector field A. So if you see here, I have created one some starting part also, because in the beginning some video clip is playing. So this also I will tell you how to prepare this. How to prepare this using Camtasia. All these things I have prepared using Camtasia. this video, you are going to learn what is Stokes theorem and Laplacian. So let us assume. So this is around 5-minute video. So I will just move forward and some highlights. Now I am using here to mark simultaneous. When I am recording this video, on my left hand there is a mouse to change the slides, and on the right hand, I am holding a pen, and with that pen I am writing on the slide and underlining various things or writing equations on the slide simultaneously. But the advantage is that it gives a live feeling to the student that teacher is speaking to me. And let's see how this we represent as point of. So like this Stokes theorem, so which relates the line integral with. Now this cursor effects also, how this Camtasia, it has a built-in library to introduce different types of cursor effects. So that also I'm going to introduce you. Gradient of a scalar quantity. Change of v ay dot ay. So underlining, writing something on the screen, it gives the live feeling to the students, and it gives some interactive, or it gives some human touch to the slides. This is the expression for to evaluate Laplacian of a scalar field V. So similarly, this is the expression for Laplacian of these equations. It vanishes property, then the scalar field V is said to be harmonic or sinusoidal. So this property, it's very useful in electromagnetics to find out whether the variation of a given field is varying sinusoidally or not. So this will use later on in our subject. Laplacian of a vector scalar field V is sinus. Okay, I will come to the end. Identity. Now, if you vector quantity. If you listen, I am speaking very slowly here, and see the subject itself is a difficult. Lot of important concepts are there. Some of my beginning videos, I was speaking very fast. Then I took feedback from my students, and they told, "Sir, your speed is fast. You have to be slow." Then later on, I modified my speed, and I think now it is okay. Because if you are too fast, then the person who is listening to your videos, they may not get time to think over whatever you are speaking. So they should get some time to digest what you are speaking, and later on they should be ready to accept the remaining part of your content. I will show you the end part. Same just now, it is a derivative. So at the end, I have prepared some end video also. Very often used in electromagnetics. Okay. If you listen to this video, this was containing a lot of noise, that insect noise, what you have seen in my earlier when I showed you the clip of my setup. So at the same time, I have shot this video. So you can see the noise is almost remote. Okay, I'll just show you the end part of this. Then after that, we'll go to Camtasia. Use in electromagnetics. So this is end, and at the end, I have introduced this. So this is my setup. This is what I have prepared, and I'm going to share with you today and tomorrow. So this is the end of my presentation part. Now I will take some questions. If you have any questions, I will answer those things. Then after that, we'll proceed to Camtasia. Any questions, please? Any questions? Any of your queries related to the arrangement setup? Okay. Now, okay, I'll go through. Thank you, sir. What is the name of the green cloth? It is green cloth. This is called as a backdrop. You search in Amazon for this word backdrop, DROP. You will get it. Water studio, so minute preparations. See, to improve to get good quality of videos, you need some proper setup, and this I have prepared step by step. I just started with the simple things first. Then as I started preparing, then I came to know what are the requirements, and accordingly I kept on modifying it. But still, lot of improvements are possible. So as per the availability of budget, I will keep on adding it. Background for studio 8 by 12 feet. Yes, correct. Green backdrop. This is the size. This is the standard size which is available. Now this you can use any color actually, but why green is used? Because usually we do not have green content in our face or on the clothes. So if you are using green screen, do not use green shirt. Otherwise, that green shirt, that color also, it will be removed. Okay. Yes, sir. I can hear insect voice. So this insect voice, this was there in the same video, last video, what I have shown, but it was totally removed. Nice work, sir. Yes, thank you, sir. Excellent setup. Thank you. No, okay, good setup. Wacom PenTab works only in PDF. No, this you can use this Wacom PenTab. This you can use in even Word also, Microsoft Word or OneNote. You can prepare on now. You saw I was using it in PowerPoint. So in PowerPoint, you can you open a blank PowerPoint, and on that blank PowerPoint, you can start writing. So that is how you can use it. What is the total expenditure? This is you can count 13,000 for camera, then 6,800 for the Wacom tablet, 1,000 for the cover of it, then this 900 for the backdrop, then this umbrellas 400. Lights I used whatever was available at my home, so might be around 25 to 30,000 I spent. Okay. Okay, so okay, yeah. Veena madam, it's around 25,000. Okay, so that is it. Now I will let us come to Camtasia. Now about this Camtasia, okay, I will start screen. I will share my screen now. Now what is the reason I selected Camtasia software? See, OBS is there, and OBS, it is actually open source and it is free. It is open source, free, and it is very powerful. Each and everything is there. Okay. But I wanted some software which gives all the facilities at the same time. Because as a teacher, just creating 2, 3, or 8, 10 videos, it is not sufficient. I'm starting this Camtasia. Just making 8 or 10 or 11 videos, it is not sufficient. Even now, I am teaching electromagnetics. So even for unit number 1, I think I will need around 12 to 15 videos for each smaller point. So by the time I cover the complete syllabus, it may cross around more than 100 videos. Okay. So if you see, even to shoot this 15-minute video, many times you may spend a total day, because you have to rehearse it, you have to repeat it, many mistakes we do. So that part also I will cover, right? Because we teachers, many times we are not so trained people when it comes to speaking. While speaking, we do some mistakes. Then in between, we make some movements in front of the camera. So we want that those movements should not come inside the camera. Okay. And that same thing happens to the audio also. That we'll speak tomorrow, how to handle mistakes during shooting. So audio as well as video. Okay. So right now I am opening Camtasia. There are two ways to open Camtasia. So if you see on the bottom side, there is one green icon. There is a green icon here and there is a red icon. So if I press this red one, then it will, okay. If I press red one, then it will open this type of interface. Okay. So using this also, I can start Camtasia. So in the beginning, it will ask you to whether you want to record full screen or custom screen. So if I select custom screen, so you have to select here what is the, whether it is a wide screen or a standard. So wide screen means 16:9 and the standard screen is 4:3. So my recommendation is you always select 16:9 and preferably 720 pixel, because this 16:9, this perfectly matches with the mobile screen. And in 90% cases, students nowadays, they are watching our videos from mobile. So you can select this wide screen here. So I selected this wide screen dimensions. Now custom or full screen, whether you want to record a full screen or the custom screen, that you have to select here. Then you have to select the proper setup here, camera. Now if I click here, it is showing two types of cameras. So this there are two choices for me: integrated camera. So this integrated camera is the camera of my inbuilt camera of my laptop, and this HD Pro webcam C920, this is the external webcam what I have connected. So I will choose this. So now I am selecting the camera, the external camera. Then audio options you have to select here. So audio, whether now this Microsoft microphone array, this is the inbuilt laptop microphones, but I do not want to use it. So I will use this HD Pro webcam. So the mic from the HD Pro webcam that I'm selecting. And here you have to adjust the volume level of your mic. Now when I'm speaking, you can see this volume level, it is increasing, right? Never make this volume level 100%, because that may introduce clipping or the distortion in your sound levels. Okay. So after these things you select, then you can start recording. Okay. So for example, I select full screen here, start recording. Okay. Okay. It is giving some error. Okay, let us use custom recording. Just a moment, please. I will restart again. So yeah, actually this may be the problem, because okay, I am using HD Pro webcam for sharing with you, because the same webcam I am accessing by two applications. So because of that, it might be creating problem. So now what I will do, I will select this integrated camera here. So this is integrated camera I have selected. And for audio also, I will select this inbuilt laptop my camera, because there was a conflict. Okay. Okay, it has started. So it started recording. So welcome to the e-content development workshop at Pimpri-Chinchwad College of Engineering. I will stop this. So I stopped the recording. Now after I stop recording, it will open it in this Camtasia. So after I stopped recording, it is by default Camtasia application, it is opening. Okay, so it has opened here. See, so this recording, it was for 14 seconds. So this recording you can see here. Okay, now I'll just explain what is this interface. Now here, let us start from the left hand side. Okay, I like this Camtasia very much. So you will come to know what is the reason for that. Media. Now this media means here you can import your any audio, video that we want to edit. So for example, if I want to import any video from some other source, okay, for example, I am introducing, I have created some starting videos here, so that I will, okay, just a minute. So the starting video, okay, this one I will select. Okay, so I imported here one video, another video. So this video I want to combine with this what I have recorded just now. Okay, so this is the media bin. So this includes whatever audio, video resources you are going to import. So we can drag and drop also. Okay, so this library I will explain later. Right now, here if you see, now this library means there are some inbuilt resources are available. So that I will demonstrate all the resources later on. Annotations I can use, these annotations, this I will demonstrate later. Behaviors, animations, so a lot of functionalities available. Then the cursor effects, then voice narration, audio effects, visual effects, interactivity. Interactivity means you can add quizzes also here. So a lot of things are available. So we will discuss one by one, step by step. Okay, so this I will discuss later. So right now, if you see here, I'll just explain you what is this interface. So on the left hand side, this is this menu. Here, this file menu, whether I want to start new project, open project, recent projects, right? Save, save as, import. So if I want to import any media, we can import from this menu also. Then export. So you can export the complete project, all the files in the project using this zip project. So the complete project, you can export it and you can store it at your place, so that later on at any time you will be able to edit it. Project settings, new recordings, and so on. This library, it is the same thing what we discussed. Okay, then edit options, cut, delete, repeat, delete, split, and so on. Modify. So these are the same options which are available in the left menu, what I have shown you. Okay, so as we use, I will explain you. Share, share this file, share to screencast. This using Camtasia also, you can use a live broadcasting, like Manish sir what he described in case of YouTube. So that is possible using Camtasia also, but I did not work on that for live streaming. But that feature is there. Everything it is there. Whatever you need, this one software, it will provide you everything. Okay. Now this is the media. Okay. Now this screen, what you see in the middle, this is the canvas. So whatever is visible on the canvas, this will be your final video. Okay. So right now what you see here, the size is 50%. So this is not the actual size. It is 50%. Okay. Now if you want to reduce if you want to crop, we can use this crop functionality here. That I will demonstrate later. Okay. Now here, Okay, come to this bottom. Okay, this is the canvas. Then on the right side, this is showing some properties. Properties or whatever video I have selected. If I select this video, it is showing property of that. It is 25%. Okay, what you see here. If I click this video, it is showing the property of that video, because the bigger video, its size is 100%. So scale is 100%, opacity is 100%, rotation, position. Okay. Now if I click this second video, scale is 25%. This small one means when I'm talking that small video, opacity 100%. Then the rotation is 0 here. Position, this is showing X position and Y position. Okay, so this I can drag, because we want it on the left hand side, left bottom. So automatically it has changed this position. So if I change the position, these coordinates, they are updated. So those coordinates you can edit manually also, but this is convenient because directly I can move it anywhere where I want. Now I want it on the left hand side bottom. Okay. Now at the bottom here, this is called as the timeline. So in this timeline, currently there are two tracks, track 1 and track 2. Okay. Now on track 1, you see, this is the screen recording. On track 1, this is the screen recording, and on track 2, this is the camera recording, means my face. Okay. Now the arrangement of these tracks is very important. So what you see here, track 2, it is lying above track 1. So that's why this image, it is appearing above this track 1. Okay. Now if I reverse it, if I move this to this we can just drag and we can. Okay. Now there are only two tracks. So I added a third track by clicking this plus here. Now I will move this bottom one to the third track. Just drag and drop. And this I am moving to the first track. Now this is on the second track. Okay. Now see what has happened. In track 1, this is the small image, my camera recording, my face image. And in track 2, now this is the recording. This screen recording, but the screen recording, it is 100%. That's why track 1 is hidden now. So if I change this, you are able to see this. Okay. So that's why I will always keep this screen recording in track 1, and my camera recording I will keep in track 2. Third, track number 3, right now I do not need it, so I remove that track. You can add any number of tracks as you want. So I'm adjusting this size as 100%. Okay. Now this is now this is my image. So this is about the tracks. So this is called as the timeline. Okay. Now if I this canvas, you can preview your video how it will look when you finally render it. So started recording. So it is a lot of noise. So welcome to the e-content development workshop at Silvage Influence College of Engineering. You can see it has captured a lot of noise. Now the one requirement is that this camera, what I am placing here, the mic, it should be actually near to your mouth. So it will capture less noise. Now there is a distance between this camera, so it has captured a lot of noise. So we'll see how it can be reduced. So the noise amount is so high that it is almost difficult. Welcome to the e-content development workshop at Silvage Influence College of Engineering. Okay. So this is now. I want to remove this green background here. So I will go here in the visual effects. So in visual effects, you will see a lot of inbuilt effects are there. Now I want to remove this green color. So I will drag this green, this remove a color, and I will keep it on track number 2. So here now I want to remove the green color. Okay, now actually what has happened while recording this video, while recording my face image here, it has used the inbuilt camera of the laptop, which is not of that much quality. Whereas for Google Meeting, I am using my good quality camera. So actually I should have made it reverse. So the good camera, if I use for capturing my face image, then it will be very easy to remove this background. So I will have to change the camera settings. Okay, now I want to remove this camera. So I just dragged this remove color on this track number 2. So after that, I got this property here. Okay, so what I will do, okay, now I will click here at the color, and I will use this pen here, select the color from image. So I am selecting this color. Okay, so you can see it's almost, the color is removed. Okay, now if you want, you can play around this settings which are available here, so that you get a good quality image. Softness, tolerance, hue, I can adjust here. Okay, deep range. So these 4 settings are available. So by trial and error, you can adjust this. You can adjust this and see that your image is looking properly. So, but I think by default also, whatever it has selected, it was good. So I will use default settings only. Okay, so I have removed it. I will have to add it again. So I added here. So I am using the default settings only. So select color from the image. Okay, so the green color is removed. I will now see some part of this image. Suppose I want to crop. So I will select crop here, because above my head and on the sides here, I do not want this part to be in the image. So we can crop it. So I am selecting, reducing this. So whatever I have reduced, that much part only it will appear. The remaining part it will crop. So it has cropped it. Okay, so I will reduce this. So you can see. Okay. Now there is a lot of noise here. This noise I will try to minimize. So here you can go to more, go to audio effects. This is noise removal here. So I will just drag and drop this on this track. Okay, automatically it has removed noise. Now let us see. See, the amount of noise was very large. So what I can do is, we can play with this sensitivity for the noise removal. I can play with this sensitivity, gain, and amount also. Actually, in this video, the noise which is captured in the system now, it is too much. Okay. I think I should record this again. Or one more thing, before you apply noise removal, you can adjust the volume. So if I see here, this volume I will increase. So I increase this. I don't increase this too much, otherwise there will be clipping. So now I have increased the volume here.
So let's come to the e-content development workshop.
Okay. About this noise, I will import some other videos. Okay. So this is about the audio effects. Now, while recording this this video, I started it by clicking this red icon. Okay. Now there is one more option, and it is a very shortcut option. Okay. Now what I will do, I do not want this. I will just delete this. From the from tracks I have deleted, but it is there in the media bin. Okay. Now I will record. If I close this, I do not want to save this, so I will click no. Okay. Now the other option, while starting this Camtasia, you can start directly through PowerPoint. So if you have a latest version of Office and latest version of the operating system Windows, then you will have this plugin. When you install this Camtasia, this plugin will be directly installed here. Okay. So I will install this. Now in this plugin, again, before you start, you have to select the camera. Now see, in the earlier case, in the Google Meet, actually I have selected this camera here, Camera Pro. That is my webcam camera. Okay. And the inbuilt, sorry, not camera. For the audio, I am using here webcam audio. I am using in Google Meet. And for the inbuilt audio of this laptop, that I am using in while recording this, so that I will have to change. So the audio from laptop I will use for, I will have to change the setting. The audio from the mic from the laptop, that I will use for Google Meet. So that setting I will have to change. So I will just log out from Google Meet and log in again. Then you will come to know, because right now what video in the earlier example we have seen, there was a lot of noise, and it was because I was using the inbuilt mic from the laptop. Now I will change those mic settings. So in Google Meeting, I will have to change those settings. I think I'll have to restart Google Meet again. So I'll just log out and log in again. Or let us see whether, okay, I can do it live here. So for Google Meet, now I will select this microphone array. That is the inbuilt mic. Speakers, okay, this is the default speaker, right? Okay, so I changed my settings. Then for video, for camera in Google Meet, now I will select my laptop camera. So this is my laptop camera now. Okay. Now let us come to PowerPoint. Now in case of PowerPoint, now let us see this. Now here you will get this different types of icons here. When you click record, it will start recording. It will open Camtasia and directly start recording. Now this is to get the preview. Now before getting preview, I will just arrange my setup.
So after clicking this icon, this you can arrange setup here. So various options are available here. Video frame rate, you can select here. It is 30. Audio source. So audio source, now I am selecting Pro Webcam. And here you can change the volume level. So as I speak, you can see the volume level is changing here. So this volume level, you never make it 100%, because you can see here, if I make it 100%, it is entering in this red area. So it should never display red when you speak. Otherwise, it will introduce distortion. There will be clipping. So around 80-90%, it is quite okay. So okay, hello, hello, hello. Now it is not reaching red zone. So this is okay. This is the audio setup. For camera setup, I will click camera setup here. Now I have selected here the HD Pro webcam. For Camtasia, I select this. There are more camera properties also. Brightness, contrast, zoom. Even zoom you can adjust. Okay, yeah. Contrast, saturation, sharpness, white balance. So all these things are there. Okay, so I use the default one. Okay, now power line frequency by default, this is 60 Hertz. Okay, now as per our Indian requirements, this should be 50 Hertz. But right now I will keep 60 Hertz, and I will show you what difference it makes. So I keep it 60 Hertz only. So all these values are default values. Then sorry, camera control. Now for camera control, these many things are there: zoom, focus. Now what camera I am using, it has autofocus capability. So I am using autofocus here, exposure, pan, tilt. So I am keeping everything default. So everything default I kept here. Okay. So here also now the audio and video I have selected properly. Okay. Now if I click this, it will give me preview. Now if you see this preview here, are you able to see some lines, fluctuations in the background? I will go to the chat box. Okay, camera is engaged already. Change the camera settings I have changed. How to increase volume? Please repeat again. Okay. Ujjwala madam, this yes is for the fluctuations, green fluctuations. Are you able to see the? Okay. So these green fluctuations, these are because I selected that 60 Hertz. Okay. Now I will go back to settings again, and where was it? Okay, camera setup. Camera properties. Okay, so this I will make it 50 Hertz now. You will come to know the difference. So this is 50 Hertz. Somebody at this point asked what is the how to change the camera, the volume. So this volume level, there is a slider here. If you see, this I have to just change. You can change the volume. So I keep it around 80 to 90%. Okay. Now I selected a line frequency at 50 Hertz. Let us see the preview again. Right? So those fluctuation, it is gone. Now this very small fluctuation, it is there. This is the mechanical thing, because my fan is running at the top. So if I switch off fan, this fluctuation, this will also go. So, right. So now there is no fluctuation at all. So that fluctuation, it is because I selected 60 Hertz line frequency. Okay. So because of fan, this cloth moves little bit. I will start fan here because okay. So this is the setup requirement. So I completed the setup. Now again, let us record this. Small recording. Now, after you have arranged everything, so all these add-ins are there. So this is actually everything. It's very simple. Everything is very simple to use. This add-ins, it gets installed automatically as soon as you install Camtasia. Okay, by default it will be there in this. It will appear in PPT, PowerPoint. Okay, so everything is fine. This preview, okay. This we have selected properly. I will just change my position so that I should be at the center. Okay, now fine. So this is quite okay. Now I click this record button. So after clicking record, it will start. Now on the right hand side, you will get this options here after I click the record button. So right now the recording, it has not started. So click to begin recording. When I click this, then it will start recording. Now there are the shortcut keys, F9 to pause the recording and F10 to stop or escape. So these shortcuts we can use, and here also I can use this microphone to adjust the volume level. Hello, hello, hello. So it is not touching 100%. That means hello. Now it is touching, going in the red area. So this is not acceptable because it will create distortion. Okay, I will keep it somewhere here. Hello, hello. Okay. Now I will start. I will click this recording button. It will start recording. So it has started. So welcome to Educational Video Requirements, the Educational Content Development Workshop. Lecture capture was originally just pen and paper. Then later on, as the technology involved, we got a lot of flexibility and new capabilities are available, which were not existing earlier. There are different types of educational videos, simulations, animations, interviews, lecture recordings, screencast, presentations, talking head videos, and so on. Okay, so I will stop my recording now. So I can either you can click the stop recording or you can press F10. So in between, if you want to pause, you can pause by pressing F9, or you can, if you press F10, it will exit. Okay, so I click this stop recording here. Now, whatever was recorded, it will be opened in Camtasia. Okay, so it is giving me option here whether to stop recording or continue recording. Now, my recording is already over, so I click stop recording. So it will ask me where to store this recording file. So
excuse me, sir. Screen sharing is not there.
Okay, okay. Okay. So the screen was not available since what time?
Just 1 minute.
Okay, 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 fine. Okay. So let us continue. Okay. So it has asked me ECD workshop. Now this earlier file, we have recorded just now. So this is recording 2. I will give this name as recording _2. So this is the recording file. Actually, two types of files you will have to, it will ask to save, the recording file and the project file. So when you complete the project later on, you will have to, it will once more ask you to save it. So this is the recording I'm going to save. Okay. Now, whether you want to produce your recording or you want to edit your recording. So I want to edit my recording. So I have selected this option, edit recording. So it will open now in Camtasia for editing purpose. It is opening in Camtasia. Okay, so this is the media in MediaBin. Our recording is available now. Okay, now what I will do, I will drag it into these tracks, because this is a timeline, and whatever I want to edit, actually at my place heavy rain started. You might be hearing that, so that is the noise. Okay. So I will drag this here. So in track 1, it is the PowerPoint, and in track 2, this is my image, my recording image. So I will drag here on the left side, left corner. Okay. Now I will play this. Actually, audio I am not able to demonstrate properly here. For demonstrating audio, I will show you with some other recorded files. Because right now what happens, I play this audio, it comes through the speaker of the laptop, and then it comes to you. So it goes through a lot of different medias. So I will demonstrate separately this audio part. Okay. Now let us focus only on video only. Okay. Now I want to crop this because it is not symmetrical on the left hand side, on the right hand side. So there is a crop functionality here. So I will click on this and then adjust it so that it is symmetrical. Okay. So I cropped it. Now I want to introduce chroma key here, visual effect. I want to remove green color. So I drag it here, go to properties. I select this pen here and select the color which I want to remove. Okay. Now if you see, by default, it has removed something from my face also. So we'll adjust this 4 parameters which are available here: tolerance, softness, hue, deep range.
Hello.
Hello.
Bharti Umarkar, please stop sharing.
Continue, madam.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can adjust this by trial and error. For example, tolerance, softness. Okay. You can adjust these levels till you get proper image here. So,
Excuse me, sir.
madam.
We can't able to see your presentation. Some other has started presenting.
Okay.
I request Bharti Umarkar sir to stop presenting so that Dr. Kinge sir can present his screen. Bharti Umarkar.
I think by mistake she is presenting.
Yes. Yeah. So if she is presenting, Kinge sir cannot able to present the screen. So I request Bharti Umarkar sir to stop presenting.
You can call her on mobile number.
Okay. Now take eraser and erase these parts.
Sir, now you can start presenting. In this, sir, I think ma'am
Yes.
has.
Yeah. So what was the last point I was discussing? The presentation was available.
Changing the background color.
Yeah. Okay. So is my screen visible now?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now it is visible.
It is visible.
Okay. Okay. So here you have to adjust this. You have to adjust these properties. Tolerance. Yeah, this is just by trial and error. Actually, if your lighting arrangement and is good and the camera is good, then this becomes very simple. Even the professional setups, what they use, they do not use webcams for this type of editing. They use DSLR. So on second day, what Pal sir has demonstrated, he was using DSLR. So for DSLR, this becomes very simple and you get quality images. But now for us, we are optimizing everything. Okay, so I think this is okay. So okay, so these things are okay for me, right? Okay, now so this is how this talking head video can be created. Now let us come how to add the introduction part. Okay, so there is a library here. In library, you get a lot of different options made available by Camtasia. So there is intro here. That means the introduction video. So various options are available like this. If I double click, I can see the preview of that. Okay, let us select any one of this. Okay, let us select this. Okay, so I will select this here, which I have used in my YouTube video also. Let us select the same one. Okay, now I will add one more track here, and in this track I will bring this. Okay, now this video intro, it should play first, then after that my other video what I have recorded, it should play. Right, now there is overlapping here, so what I will do, I will move this both on the right hand side. This is just drag and drop, right? So that means on the layer 3, this is the introductory video, and on layer track 1 and 2, my earlier video. So I just moved it on the right hand side so that there is no overlap now. So that, right? So just it will start. So first, right? So this is the intro video by default, which was available in the library. I brought it here, and after that my other content will play. Okay, and this we can the content in the introduction video here, this we can change by using these properties. So we can select various themes here. So I choose a default one. So this, okay, just a moment. I added some extra things many times actually, or I'll delete all those things. You have to be very careful. Okay. I will remove these extra tracks. Okay, so I will bring this again in track number 3. And now, okay, here this is the head actually. What you this cursor, blue cursor, what you see here, this is the head. So wherever I am moving this, so that point the video will be visible. Okay, so I will bring it here. Now here I can edit title of this. Welcome to e-content workshop. In the second line, I will add here at PCCOE. Okay. So in the same manner, I can select. I can select the background also. Now right now, by default, the background is black. So this you can import some image, and that you can add one more layer. For example, this slide background. This slide background, if I keep here this text, I do not want any text here. This I will keep in the bottom layer and this on the upper layer. Now when I am dragging this, only that much area it will be visible. Okay. So you can see here the background is changed. Okay, but the color combination is not correct. Color combination here. I'll make this red. Okay, so like this you have to play with this. So this is how you can use this different tracks. Now in track number 1, it is your main video. Track number 2, it is the camera output. Then track number 3, the start, and track number 4, the background. Okay, so if I start it playing, it will look like this. Then we can start this. Right now I just started whatever I saw here, whatever was available. You can have proper choice of images, and you can make it better. Okay, so this is how introduction part can be added. So in the same manner, you can add something at the end. So that is called as outro. So in the library, this is intro. Similarly, outro is also available. Okay, so this outro, if I want to play it at the end, I can keep it at the end here. I can drag here, so it will play. So after the video is over, now it will play this end part. Thanks for watching. So we can you can give here some text which you want, your mobile number, right, or my website, whatever content you want to give here, that you can give. Thanks for watching. Or you can give here, subscribe to my channel. So like this, we can play with this. And so the start part and the end part. Okay. Now you can also add some music here. So in library, copyright free some musics are there. Okay, library. I go to music tracks. There are some music tracks here. Okay. Now I will add one more layer here for music. In track 5, I will select. These are some sample music tracks given here. If you have some your own music tone, that you can bring here and add it here. So I'll just preview it. Now I want so let us bring this. Now this I will select. I will bring it in track number 5. Okay, but if you see this length, no, just by using control button and the scroll option of the mouse, I can change length of the timeline, what you see here. So this music, it is playing for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So I do not want it to play for so much time. Okay, so the length of this music, it should be exactly similar to the length of my introduction part. Now this intro part, so I will just drag it. Select this and drag this, and this length I am making exactly similar to my introduction part, which is around 6 seconds. Okay, so now I have added music here in the beginning. Now I will play again. So similarly, I can add music at the end also. So at the end, again, I want it to start from this point. Okay, so I will reduce its length of the music like this. Or otherwise, you can record your own voice. Please subscribe to my channel and whatever you want. Now I have added. Okay, so I added the starting part, end part. So like this, you can introduce different effects here. So this is about how you can make use of library here. So in visual effects, I use a remove a color. Okay, if I want to adjust the color, then in that case, color adjustment, this visual effect I can use. So I will just demonstrate it. Okay, now suppose this is my image and I want this color, it is not displayed properly. I want to adjust this color. So this color adjustment, I will just drag and drop on this part. Okay, now go to properties of this color adjustment, and I can adjust this contrast, brightness of this, saturation, color, like this. So depending upon your requirement, you can adjust this color. This is the color adjustment feature, but I think whatever it was showing by default, it was quite okay. But this feature is there. You can adjust color, contrast, saturation. So I will remove this. I don't need this. Okay. So this is it. Now my panel video is ready. Like this, my panel video is ready. Actually, audio content, it is not better. I will have to adjust some mic, or that mic I should hold near my mouth, so that the distortion, it will be less there. In my recorded videos, I will show you, I will talk more about this noise reduction and so on tomorrow. So I will demonstrate it to you. Today, let us concentrate only on this Camtasia and whatever features are there in this. So even I'm not able to demonstrate all the features. I think 10 minutes are remaining. So 5 minutes I will demonstrate some more features, and then after that we'll have question answers. Okay. Annotations are there. So I can bring annotations on my slide. So suppose I want to bring this arrow here. So this arrow, I just drag and drop this arrow. Or if I do not want arrow, any other. Now this one, annotation, I type something. Now you can also move this cursor. That means this head, at what point you want to introduce this. At what point you want to introduce this in your video. Okay. So suppose I want it at this point, so I will just change this on the timeline. So it will appear on at this point. Okay. So you can change the text here. So at this point, it will be shown. Okay. Now, just by expanding this, you can select how much duration, for how much duration you want to show it. So just extend it. You will be able to adjust the duration of that. For how much duration this call out is visible. Now it started from this slide only. Okay, so like this. You can add animation also for this call out. Okay, go to animations here. I select custom animation. So I drag this custom animation on this call out. Okay. Now this call out, I want initially the size small, and then later on I want to make it bigger. So I'll just increase this. Now go to the beginning. Now here in the beginning, this is the size of this 64 size. So I will reduce it. I will reduce the size, and at the end I want it to become greater. So you can select here whatever size you want at the end. So at the end I want to make it bigger. Okay, so let us play it. So when you play this, it will show it like this. So like this, you can use your own imagination and introduce the animation effects. So I will stop my recording now. So either you can finish the stop recording, or you can press F10. So in between, if you want to pause, you can pause by pressing F9, or you can press F10. It will take it. Okay, so I take this stop recording here. Okay, so this was about the annotation. Then animation also I have introduced. So like this, for animation you have all different inbuilt effects here. Okay, so this is animation, then behavior. Okay, behavior. Okay, you can just drag and drop anything here. Now, whatever was recorded, it will be opened in Camtasia. This CAD I add here on this. Okay. Okay. So like this, you can just play with this, and all these whatever features are available that you can use. Okay, cursor effect, it is remaining. I think some points are still need to be covered. So those I will discuss tomorrow, and then we'll go to the noise removal. Okay, now after my recording is complete, I want to share this. I want to prepare my final video. Okay. Okay, so I will click on share, use local file, custom production settings. Okay, I will take this default choice. I want to produce a MP4 file. Then next, I select all these default settings. Okay, okay, all default things. I give some name to this. Demo. I select the directory where I want to store this, ECD workshop. Now it is rendering it. It is creating the video. It will take some time. It depends on the okay. By that time, I will take some questions. Could you please repeat once again, adding once again that adding introduction video. Okay, we can continue this next time. Discuss tomorrow. I will demonstrate this. Okay, so the transitions, and we'll discuss again tomorrow. We'll continue tomorrow. So it is 12%, 13%. Okay. Yes, madam, you can create some video, and tomorrow we can discuss about this. Anita, madam. This is a very powerful software, and like it, all my videos I have created in this Camtasia only, because you get everything in single place. Otherwise, what happens? When you record using OBS? You do not get any facility to edit it. That means if I have made any mistakes while recording, repeated some words, I do not want some part of my video to not to appear in the final video. So that type of editing we cannot do it. Okay. So after OBS, then we have to use some open source software, OpenShot. Okay, this is ready. So this is the final video. Now by default, it must be. Okay, so it is stored here by default, and the size is around 10 MB. So I will play it in VLC media player. The sound is a problem in this case. I think some camera, some mic I will have to change here. Okay, so this is the end part of this final video. So I think our time is also over. So this is for today. If you have any questions, we can discuss those things. Otherwise, over to the organizer. I couldn't install Camtasia on 32-bit. Okay. We'll have to search this. I think Narkhede sir, he has shared some links where 32-bit Camtasia, some old versions of Camtasia are possible. Okay. Camtasia is a paid software and cost around 15,000. Okay, actually it is 22,000, but there are, you can install it on 2 machines. So if you share with 2, if you buy it, average it becomes 11,000 only. Okay, trial version is for 30 days only. Okay. So over to Jagtap madam, if there are no questions.
Hello. Thank you, sir, for highlighting the basic needs and requirements of video creation using Camtasia tool. You have started with the basic of by giving the different types of educational video where we can record what are the different equipments needed, such as camera type, microphone, standard classroom equipments, video recording tools, audio recording tools, video editing tools, backdrops and lighting setups. So again, you have shown the setup you have made at your home. So this shows the dedicated your dedication for learning, e-learning, for improving the teaching learning process. Really said that is really great. Sir, you have also explained the different controls of Camtasia, recording the videos and different setting related with background removal, noise reduction and volume setting. So you have also demonstrated a setup requirement of using Camtasia and have to how to add introduction and ending point into the video. So the session has completely given hands-on and Camtasia. So thank you so much, sir, for providing such an interesting and interactive session on Camtasia. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I request all the participants to fill the feedback form. And if you are having any queries, you can get it connected with WhatsApp group. Definitely, tomorrow we are again going to start the session with solving the query. So tomorrow we are going to cover again the tomorrow session will be taken by Dr. K.S. Kingne sir, where sir will be covering open source video editing techniques and post-production tools, where he will be explaining about the OpenShot editor installation and environment setting, different video editing tools, effects and transaction audio video sync, free resources for educational video, review of open source post-production tools like Handbrake, exporting videos to different format and resolution, and final deployment. Okay. So tomorrow's session, you'll be getting a complete hands-on on open source video editing techniques. So once again, I thank you, Kinge sir, for this interactive session and all the participants for patience learning and being active throughout the session. So thank you, everyone. So I request all the participants to fill the feedback link.